Hey everyone, Jeff here from Films at Home, and today we've got to talk about some breaking news from Disney and Mill Creek that seems like a big deal, but may not actually be what you think. Hey guys, thanks for coming back to the channel today for this video. Now, literally just about an hour before I started making this video, news broke from Media Play News and several other outlets that Mill Creek and Alliance Entertainment, who are an independent distributor of physical media releases, Blu-ray and DVD, and occasional 4K, have entered into a deal with Disney to produce and distribute some of their titles, specifically from 20th Century Studios, Touchstone, and some of their television properties like ABC TV. Of course, the internet immediately blew up in the physical media world because the assumption was that this means Disney is licensing out to another studio, which they've not done before. They had never done, not something that was on their radar. And people got very excited that, Mill Creek may be able to dive into the Disney catalog, release new releases, release stuff on 4K that hasn't come out from the back catalog from both Disney, Touchstone, 20th Century, all that fun stuff. But unfortunately, that's not the truth of what this deal is. So I reached out to a Disney source, and I should say I have had some really good conversations with Disney recently, off the record completely, but I've had some good calls with them and some good emails back and forth. I've talked about what I think they should be focusing on. They've given me their spiel back. We've had some good back and forth. I think that there is some progress being made there, and they certainly, at least in the home entertainment department, hear us. They hear what we're talking about. And so I've had a nice line of communication, and I reached out to my Disney source on this one to talk about what this deal really means. And this source confirmed to me that this does not include any Disney titles whatsoever. So nothing under the Disney label is being handled by Mill Creek. It's strictly 20th Century, Touchstone, ABC, television properties, stuff like that. And it also does not include any newly released titles. So Mill Creek will not be going into the Disney, Fox, Touchstone catalog. None of that stuff is available to them. They're not going to be putting out back catalog releases on Blu-ray or 4K that we have not had before. So there should be no expectation here. It's not part of the deal that they're going to dive into 20th Century Studios and all of a sudden you're going to start seeing a bunch of 4K releases. That won't happen. It's not part of the deal. What this deal actually covers is purely distribution for retail environments. Disney had been struggling getting some of their Touchstone and 20th Century stuff, especially catalog titles, into the retail stores like a Walmart, a Target, a Best Buy. And Mill Creek had a little bit more pull on the retail side, and so they've partnered with Disney to start producing and distributing some of these existing titles and getting them into retail stores. So nothing new here. But what you are going to be getting is more Touchstone, more 20th Century stuff into Target, Walmart, Best Buy, wherever. You should start to see more of those titles show up. You may see some like multi-packs. You may see some different releases, but there's not going to be anything new. So everything that Mill Creek is handling has previously been released either under the 20th Century Fox or 20th Century Studio or Touchstone labels under Disney. It's all previously released, but what this does, and there had been a fear for a long time of this, is it prevents some of these titles from going out of print. I know a lot of these 20th Century and Fox titles and Touchstone titles, they've been hard to find in stores. They've even been hard to find online. Some of the Amazon listings are 1 or 2 months back ordered. And I ordered a bunch of stuff like Tombstone for my collection because I wanted to make sure I had access to them. What this is going to do is make it easier for you to access those movies on Blu-ray and DVD in stores and probably online as well. So the source at Disney did mention some titles, Transporter 2, Mystery Alaska, things along that nature which have been out on Blu-ray DVD but have been hard to find. That's what Mill Creek will start to produce more of. But I just wanted to make it very clear this is 100% confirmed from inside Disney, and they also wanted me to make sure that this was very clear to everybody because they saw the buzz that was happening online and they didn't want to set any false expectations that this is not a new licensing deal for new catalog, for new 4K. Most of what you'll see put out, in fact, I think almost all of it will either be 1080p Blu-ray or DVD. I don't know if there's many 4K titles. In fact, the deal and the press release did not mention mention 4K specifically, and you're just not going to see anything new. This is purely a deal to make Disney Touchstone 20th century stuff more available in stores. So I do just want to quickly cover that. There's not much more to this video, but I just want to clear that up. It's great news if you've been trying to chase down Touchstone 20th century titles. They've been hard to find. This is great news. You're going to start to see more of them in stores online. They're going to be produced in more quantity. You're going to be able to get your hands on these titles, but just don't expect that this means all of a sudden we're going to get catalog 4Ks or even catalog Blu-rays that haven't been released. None of that's happening. So this is it's a big deal for Mill Creek, I'd say. Good for them for getting Disney on board, but I'd say it's a little bit of a smaller deal for like Disney itself. This is sort of just them asking for a little help in the retail world and sort of passing off some of the production and some of the retail side of things over to a partner who's a little bit better suited for that at this point in time, which is Mill Creek and Alliance Entertainment. So it's unfortunate that we're not getting a bigger deal. Like, fingers crossed that maybe someday that big licensing deal will happen, but it is definitely fortunate that at least Disney here has made an effort to work on their physical media offering and make sure that what has been available is still available. It's really nothing more than that, and it's exciting, but not quite what everyone wants it to be. If you have any more questions on that, feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to answer them. But this is, like I said, straight from Disney. I've had a good open dialogue with them just in the last couple of months, which has been awesome for me. It's been good to hear from them. It's, I've had a lot of criticism of them in the past, and I've passed that along, and now we have this sort of open line. But I just want to make sure this was super clear because I don't think anybody should be getting their hopes up. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned something here. Hopefully I cleared this up for you guys. If you want more videos like this, physical media news, home entertainment news, reviews, collection updates, all that fun stuff, plus my podcast, make sure you subscribe here on YouTube and follow me on social media. All those links are down in the description, as well as links to my other partners and places where you can get discount codes and support my channel. So I appreciate all of that. As always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe and stay healthy out there, and I'll talk to you all soon.